Guys, it's me again, TelevisionST, with another video for you. Well, first of all I need to say that this is actually the first Battlefield Play4Free video of 2013, because as you might have already noticed, I uploaded this video at the 1st of January at about 11 in the morning. So first of all I'm gonna wish you a very happy new year, and now I'll go on with my tutorial. This tutorial is actually a guide about which weapons you should buy for your engineer or not buy. And first of all, I think you need to decide, are you gonna use your engineer a lot of time or not? Because when you do, you should get two primary weapons, in my opinion. I always do that because I think it's very handy and useful. You could take a shotgun, an SMG, or, well, you could do anything actually, so... But when you're not gonna use it a lot, you're more an assault player or medic or whatever, well, just keep it up to one. First I'm gonna talk about weapons for beginning players. Which weapons are nice to start with and get some first impressions and experiences with. Well, everyone knows that the PP2000 is the first weapon everyone gets free, but of course it is hopeless. It's just a useless weapon, except when you add very nice attachments to it, but when you don't, it's hopeless, because they want you to buy. Well, let's get to some underestimated cuties in store that can be very nice when you, well, know how to use them. I start with the P90 because I think it's the most underestimated weapon in store for the engineers class, and well, it's just not hopeless. It isn't hopeless. I agree with the fact that it's extremely ugly, but when you know what to do with it, it can be very damaging. Let me show you. When I had this weapon, which I don't, but when I would buy it, I would first add a nice scope to it. No, not desert holographic, because not all beginners have that scope. Rapid aim red dot, nah, no. Holographic sight. It's very nice. It's also a nice scope for the PDWR, and the PDW looks very much to this, in many ways to this weapon. So let me see. You actually don't need a new ammo add-on, because this weapon has got, I thought it was 50 bullets per clip. So that's another reason for me to recommend it for beginners. They won't have to reload all the time. So that's a good thing about this weapon. Then, well, you might add some accuracy. That's just, well, you don't have to do that, but it isn't the most accurate weapon, especially not over longer distances, so this might be nice. And but this weapon does have a lot of damage. While it says medium, it does have a lot of damage. Just keep firing and you'll kill a lot. So here, as I said, 50 bullets per clip. So nice thing to start with, nice. Then we got these two guys, UMP45 and the XM8Z, both weapons with 24 bullets per clip, which is normal for an SMG. So these are actually normal weapons. You see veterans mostly use XM8C more these days, and UMP is just, well, really a normal weapon used by mostly normal players, and it's just normal. Attachments are the same with P90, just a nice scope, nice add-ons, and you'll have a nice weapon. Then we gotta get to well, more advanced players, just normal players. As I just said, the UMP45, but there are another few cuties you could use. The Uzi is another very underestimated weapon in Battlefield Play4Free, but what if you make it a bit cuter? Let me see. Rapid aim red dot is very nice for the Uzi. Uzi is a powerhouse. It has a lot of power. I prefer doing CQC ammo and using this as my second primary weapon, just to make it a little full automatic shotgun. But when you're out to use it as your primary, I would say Hypermax. More damage, more bullets, because it fires, well, I think very fast. And with this attachment, it's just a very good rifle to use. The barrel, you could do something. Let me see, what have I got? Yeah, more range, because the range isn't very high with this weapon. And well, you can aim very well with the rapid aim red dot. So then you got another nice cute weapon. Why am I saying cute? You got a nice weapon you could use in battle. And another nice weapon is the PDWR. It is a bit expensive, and you can only buy it when you have a higher class. I thought it was about 20. It's a long time ago when I bought it. But this weapon doesn't actually need a scope. You could just do something. I think the standard iron sight is very nice, but next to that I would say a holographic sight. Might be desert holographic or just holographic. And Fiber Max I do recommend for this one, just to give it a bit more bullets and some more power. Well, that's actually it. Maybe this one, Nemesis Stock. Nemesis Stock is a very nice weapon. More used for SMGs, I mean LMGs or assault rifles, just for the fact that it's it erases a lot of recoil, and this weapon has some recoil from itself, so you could do this one. Well, let me see. AKS 74U is a very nice one, very underestimated also. You never see someone playing with it, but I think that's wrong, because it's very nice. When you do something with this weapon, the standard iron sight is very good, but you have some equal with the standard sight, so why not a holo sight, or well, any sight can be good at this one. So CQC ammo is well, that's what I mostly do, just as with the UC, just to make it a full automatic shotgun, which is very nice as your second primary weapon. Sorry. Well, veterans. What can we do with veterans? Everyone thinks overpowered weapons. Like, well, ASVAL isn't that overpowered, but you know what I mean. The good weapons are mostly saved for the veteran players, like PP90, G53, ASVAL, MP5, MP7. Yeah, everyone knows. You always see higher classes playing with those weapons. Well, you can do that, but I wouldn't recommend, especially not the MP5. Just because don't kill me for this, I'm not saying it's true, but in my opinion this weapon is a bit overpowered, and you see everyone using it. Actually, all engineers use it in the battlefield, so I think we should reduce the amount of MP5 used in the game a bit, because there's so many other good rifles you could use. So it hasn't, I wouldn't recommend it, but it's still of course very good, that's why everyone's using it, so that's up to yourself. ASVAL is a very good weapon also, and well, it's just the amount of when you see it is normal, so just pick out this one. It's a very nice weapon. You can buy it when I thought level 21 or 23, I can't remember, but that's a very nice weapon when you're having a higher class, and well, nice weapon to go farther with. Then we got the G53. That's definitely a veteran's weapon, because you can only buy it when you're level 70, 27, or when you want to spend a lot of funds and buy it earlier. But I would just wait until you are level 27, as I did, and then it's a very nice weapon. I think it's actually a better version of the MP5, because it's not as overpowered as the MP5, but it's still a very good rifle. Well, this is absolutely a veteran's rifle. Then another thing I like to see is veterans using PP2000. Sometimes I see that, and I think it's very nice to see, because when you add a few things to the PP2000, like this, what I'm doing right now, just make it a nicer weapon. We got this. This is a powerhouse, because the PP2000 has a lot of accuracy from itself. It has some range, but it hasn't got the power, so we can do something about that. And now you got a nice weapon, and you, in my opinion, you're definitely a veteran when you try to make higher scores with lower weapons. My opinion, and that's a tip I can give you, but of course it's up to you again. Shotguns for engineers. I have only got 4 shotguns for my engineer. I think the SPAS 12 is very nice, or the 870 Combat, just a pump action shotgun to kill your enemies when you're walking around tanks or something, just to kill fast in one shot. USAS 12 is something I bought because I thought it was funny, but that's more a weapon for assaults in my opinion, because of the low amount of bullets and etc. So as an engineer I would keep it to pump action shotguns, my tip. Pistols, I've got these ones. M9 has everyone, of course. P226 is a nice pistol when you want to kill people over medium to longer distances with medium power. It says high, oh no, it says medium, so I was right. It's just another normal weapon. Then when you are a veteran, I would say one of these 3. They are very good. Elite's MP4 or Elite's M1911 or the Eagle 50. I think for Engineer, one of these two is better, just for the fact that you can shoot faster with them, because Engineer will have to kill enemies fast sometimes when you're walking through tanks or combat situations, because Engineer of course isn't an infantry character. You can play infantry with it, so that's what I always do, but it's not made for that, so I would recommend these two, or when you like a lot of power, take the Eagle. Well, that's actually all I've got for this video. I hope it was a bit useful, because mostly it's hopeless what I'm saying, but this video wasn't supposed to be funny or something. Of course it's funny to listen to my voice because it's so hopeless, but it's just a guide. You might use it, that's up to you, and well, I hope it brought you some information about the weapons. And Happy New Year, and have a nice day left. Bye.